Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, April 27th. We're taking a little ride through the neighborhood. All the trails are still closed right now because of the pandemic, so we're just gonna do a little loop behind my house, and thought I'd take you guys along. Try to get out early this morning before it gets too hot. It's been up in the 90s. It's like the first week it's actually been warm. I always feel like that first week is painfully hot before you get acclimated to the hotter weather. In the middle of summer, 95 degrees would be sort of a break from the heat. But right now, it feels pretty painful. So I've got a little bit of a pedal going on the street here. It's gonna take a few minutes. Not my best. Riding solo today, testing out a new camera. I'm gonna jump into an open space loop right up here in North LA County. We're coming up on the dirt here pretty soon, so I'm gonna throw on the gloves. Haven't taken the tag out of it yet. But there's some techie and some short downhill spots of this climb, so I'm just gonna put the gloves on now. On a typical Monday, this would be a pretty busy stretch of highway. It's one of the main feeders into San Fernando Valley from Santa Clarita. There's a freeway right next to us here up the hill, but since the pandemic and a lot of people are not working, the road's relatively empty. No shortage of trash though. There's a whole patio set right down there. Here's our destination. Newhall Pass, open space. Riding the Commencal Meta HT AM today. It's my bike. Only bike I got. Only bike I need. It's a bit of a punchy climb. I'm gonna try to keep my wits about me through the whole thing. I've done a few slower rides, slower climbs, and it makes the downhill that much more enjoyable. So you have room to have some fun, a little extra energy. There's a lot of tight switchbacks on this trail. Coming down takes a little special navigation. Coming up, it's steep and like a 180 switchback. So I haven't even been able to clean a lot of them yet. It's crazy how fast the bushes shoot up. We've had a bunch of rain in the last month, but now we've had about a week or 2 weeks of sunshine, and everything just like goes nuts. So much so that I've gotten on this loop, I think I got poison oak from getting bushwhacked. I was itchy for like 3 weeks. Now I'm not coming back here unless I got my long socks on, and for the downhill I'll pull my knee pads up so I don't get all that bush on the skiing. Uh-oh, we're coming up on the first of 2 of the switchbacks that I can't clean going uphill. See if we can get it today. I'm gonna put the seat down a little bit. Here we go. Hey, I actually got that one. That was a first, and it didn't even seem like a big deal. The dirt's a little more packed than it's been recently, so maybe that helped me out. I'm also batting 0 on this one. So let's see what happens now. Well, I tried. Even tried to throw in couple of trials hops there. Didn't help me. I stuck with it. Whew. Quick little downhill. We'll be climbing again in no time. I go through this trail now looking at every bush like it's a suspect. I can't really identify poison oak very well. I can Google it, and then it gives me like 6 different bushes, and they all kind of look the same. And they kind of look a lot like everything else out here. So, I don't know. All right, getting up there now. Pretty quiet out here today. This is nice. Here's another one of those switchbacks. Drop a couple gears and see if we can get her. Oh geez. There we go. Probably the only way I was gonna get through it that time. Pretty loose right there. I don't think you can just ride through it. Almost there. Okay. I gotta pull up my knee pads so I don't get bushwhacked. Oh man, getting hit by brush everywhere. Ooh, little manual box up here. Getting a little loose. Woo. And there's a run. I climb back up to make this loop is really punchy and steep. So I'm dying, and I'll spare you all the heavy breathing. All right, man, you take care.
Have a good one.
You too. All right, round 2. So slick, and the bushes are sticking out into the trail. A lot of my lines get cut down. You can't trust the front at all out here right now. You see, I tucked it right there. I get a little nervous when I saw hikers down at the bottom of the last run, hoping they're not coming up here. I've yet to see hikers on this single track, but that would just be a bummer if you're clipping down here and come around one of those blind turns. Oh, lizards everywhere. Sorry, guys. All right, we got one more bit of narrow trail. They call it the switchbacks, and that'll take us back out to the road. We'll have a downhill coast to the house. This little bit of single track coming out of here, you got to watch it. It kind of zigzags down this hill, and a lot of people will hike up this trail. See, trailhead sign. It drops you out right out into this neighborhood, and a lot of people will hike up this trail to get to that fire road and walk the fire road in the morning. So luckily, the way it goes down the hill, you can look ahead and see if there's anybody coming up the other way a few turns down. Always try to be courteous. It can be kind of a playful downhill, so it's tempting to go fast, but the last thing you want to do is cause an issue with the other trail users. Better safe than sorry. Watch the blind turns. Oh, my fingers just got smacked by one of those spiny weeds. All right, there it is. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. Goodbye.